There are signs along here about shear drops and to have your dogs on the lead. This is why.
That made it sound simple.
Thanks.
Says as we get up to that thing.
Castle's moved. Castle's moved, it's there.
After 400 yards, bear right, chair ends, then, you have reached your destination. It is on your left. right, then you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
Do the first one.
Sorry?
Do the first one.
You have reached your destination, chair ends. It is on your left.
We've arrived on Holy Island, Lindisfarne, somewhere Rachel's always wanted to come. She's really quite excited. Huge car park, plenty of space for motorhomes. £8 for 4 hours, which takes us to 12:30, which we need to be leaving by 12:30 anyway, because of the getting across the Causeway with the tide. So all this park goes underwater as well. Where's the UI here? There. Oh, we're there. So, okay. So you could go and do a walk round if you wanted to first. So at the moment it's about 9:15. The earliest you can cross over onto the island this morning was 6:30, and the latest we've got to be back is, well, the latest it's safe to cross is 1:05. So we're aiming to be back at 12:30, if not slightly before that. So there's no chance. They do say you've got to watch out for weather as well. So we're just walking in. There's a small village, and the main objective today is what, Rachel?
I'd like to go to the Priory and buy myself some presents.
And if there's time, we'll go to the Priory is English heritage, is it? I don't know. But the castle is National Trust, obviously.
Is it your National Trust cards?
Oh, no, but you say it's on the computer,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Do you want? Shall I go back and get them?
Well, what do you think?
Just coming up to a view of the castle.
But yes, and we know that that was a place of isolation and concentration. We know that.
You've got Bamborough Castle over there. So behind us is a guided tour. We could have stayed next to them and found out a bit more about it. So our intention now is to walk up to the castle because we've got an hour to kill. It's National Trust and we've got our tickets, although I had to go back to get them. And then even if we don't go in the castle, we can go in the grounds and have a look around and then work our way back to the Priory, which is the main reason we've come for Rachel, who wants to spend lots of money in the shop. I could get a hoodie. All my hoodies are branded with bands playing. It'd be nice to have a non-band hoodie and a hat. Pickle, come on. Pickle's sniffing everything. Water for hot dogs. As a musician, this is quite interesting. But I go busking with my tuba. Oh, you're not chasing after them. So the castle looks like one of those things that as you approach it, it doesn't get any nearer. But we've finally got there. It's taken about 15 minutes from the edge of the village, which isn't too bad. And now, just come up the steep bit to get some views.
I thought you were the man still telling his child a story.
There's a chap back there with very young children. He's telling a story about a knight.
It was short.
Who was short. We're very tempted just to walk a little bit slower to listen to the story. This is very good. So in the distance over there you might just be able to see Bamburgh Castle. I wanted to come up and see the castle and get the views from up here. We've decided not to go into the castle today. We've done Bamburgh Castle the other day, and it's 35 minutes until it opens. Today it's only open for 2 hours. It's open, what, 2.5 hours? I think it's open until 12:30. Well, we've decided it'd be nice. It gives us a reason to come back and do that another time. Where today the priority is the Priory. So we're going to continue around on a little walk here and go over to what's called the, I think it's called the Jekyll.
Gertrude Jekyll or something.
The Gertrude, say that again.
Gertrude Jekyll?
Gertrude Jekyll Garden, which is over there. The good news is, on those boats back there, there is a defibrillator if we need it.
You see a bird in here, which is fine. She visits sometimes, and can easily get out.
Heading back now towards Priory.
And the stage workers at Berwick, despite there only being a few months in residence.
You imagine there'd be hundreds. filled up quite nicely, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't realise he was in. Chris Coburn.
Berwick, Seaview.
Thank you very much. Chris Coburn, booked in for one night.
Yeah, got you here, hard standing with awning, one night for 2 adults.
Yeah.
Have you been before, Mr. Coburn?
No.
Okie dokes. I'll give you a map and talk you round.
That's it.
So you're here at the moment,
Yeah.
and it's a one-way system that goes up here,
Yeah.
past your first motorhome service point.
Okay, I'll use
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then goes up here and goes around this way.
We go for a walk to the sea this afternoon.
If it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It just looks like it might be a tight squeeze as the caravan wants to come past. Pickle! Pickle! Come on. Come on. It's got the main feature pubs, the bus information. Chemical toilet disposal. So that's a tent area. Much better service point.
It's probably the middle.
Morning, welcome to a wet and soggy Berwick on Tweed. We were going to get the bus in this morning, which runs every half an hour, but we need to leave the site obviously by 12 o'clock, so we decided actually we'd just have a gentle wake up this morning and then drive down here. This is a long stay car park and it's free, so we're by the castle walls, which you can walk around, I gather. Very, very thick old walls of Berwick on Tweed, and we're going to walk into town, and just a little bit dependent on the weather.
Very thick old walls. That made you sound simple.
Oh, thanks. Come on. Cool. Try walking. The last few minutes the sun has come out, it's got really warm, it's quite humid as well. They've obviously put the flags out for us. this looks like the back of the town hall. There we go, should we go?
Sprocket, let's go here, yes.
Let's go.
Sprocket.
Oh, he's up there. Come on then.
Not so fast, please.
It's not me.
There of you, three of you.
Good girl, go. Go, keep, no, don't stop. Go, don't stop playing. So the campsite, what we like about the campsite, good and bad points I think. So on the good points, it's quite neat and tidy. Everything is fairly fresh.
Lovely views.
Lovely views. Oh, there's some brilliant views if you get the right pictures. Showers are good. You don't need to press a button. They're hot, they're powerful, they're clean, they're fairly modern. So other good points.
Staff were lovely.
Staff were lovely. The welcome was excellent. We can take dogs into reception, which sometimes you can't. So I don't know if that's a change of general policy or just because she likes dogs.
She had a dog.
They had a dog behind, didn't they? So yeah, very nice welcome. Yeah, just generally a fairly typical club site. Other good points about it is the locality, because it's only 7 minutes to drive from the club site, which is, we can actually see it, so I'm just going to turn around. 7 minutes to drive from the club site, which I don't know if I put up there. I don't know if you can see that. So you can probably see the lifeboat house and then the club site up on the hill to the left. I'm not sure where that's coming out on my finger, but you can see the caravans and motorhomes up over there. So 7 minutes drive from there to the castle car park where we parked, which is free, or buses every half an hour basically. So the minor points, which you can't really escape, is there is a railway line behind it, and there are some pictures at one end where the one described it as clackety clack, because I think the trains go over some points, and the other end there's one or two that seem very dark and covered by trees, but most of the pictures are good. We weren't disturbed by the trains at all, really. They weren't sort of freight trains, they were very fast sort of whooshes that were over in a few seconds. And
also there's a lot of dead ends or hard to turn round, but they tell you to get out and walk and look for a choice. And don't go to the first place you see, because there's some better places.
Yeah, you need to have a good look around. There are some fabulous pitches that have just got a tremendous view. And from our pitch, unfortunately we couldn't video this, but because we got binoculars, we were able to look out. If you follow, there's a little yellow boat that goes out, which is a tourist boat, and when it comes back in, if you look in front and behind, you'll see dolphins. So we were watching the dolphins playing around the boat, weren't we? And they were jumping right out of the water like you see in displays, etc. So that was really fascinating to watch. Club site, over to the lighthouse, and somewhere to store your gunpowder. So from the campsite, again with the binoculars, I could see the this beacon, which we've now got to. There are signs along here about shear drops and to have your dogs on the lead. This is why. There are two different paths, so you don't need to be next to the shear drops.
The barracks are the oldest in Britain.
Back to the car park, and there's good stuff. So all this is free parking at this end. You can see there's plenty of room. Dog cam. No. Just before you get back to the car park, as you go alongside, there's some steps on the left hand side, which brings you down before the bridge. Come on. No, not playing halfway down. Come on. Oh. Back to the car park. Just as we get back in the car park, it's pouring with rain. That's when you realise it's a very large car park and very long. Let's keep going. Yeah. In. In you go. So we got back just in time. Well, that was a very nice walk around the wall. So thanks for joining us at Berwick and Tweed. Remember to like and subscribe, and join us on our next vlog when we're off to camp very close to Jedburgh Abbey.